Good morning. Now myself Ketan Devadra. Now we are going to assemble the different element or parts which we had already been modeled in previous lecture. So for assembly in Creo parametric software, we have to select new file. So select on new, and here select assembly mode. Unselect your use default template, then press OK. Select the template as MMNS assembly design and click on OK. By clicking this, the PTC Creo parametric software will provide you the screen for the assembly of different parts like this. For assembler, we have to select on assemble, and we have to call one by one parts over here which we have to assemble. So for that we have already modeled 4 parts in previous lectures, so we are calling one by one parts starting from the base part, that is part A. So select part A and click open. So your part A will be displayed on this screen right now. We have to provide constraint to this part first of all. So for first part, always select constraint as default constraint. So select default from here. So I am selecting default constraint and then press OK. So it will constrain my first part. Then I will call second part. So this will be our part B. So select B from here. If you want to see the parts, so select thumbnail from the views, so you can easily identify the different 4 parts and choose them one by one. So now we choose part B from here and open it up. So it will look like this in our assembly screen. Now we have to provide constraint for this, and by doing constraint, always see this status of constraints. Presently it is no constraint. Okay, so first of all I will give, mostly we have used the coincident constraint out of these constraints. So select coincident, select the base of the first part and base of the second part. So these two surfaces must be coincident. Now watch out here, the status is partially constrained, so our second part is not still fully constrained. So for that we have to constrain it more by providing coincident constraint, which is running over here right now. So for that I have to select the back of the second part and the back of the first part one by one. When I am clicking these two surfaces of the two different parts, watch out here, the distance between these two surfaces are right now is 132. If I want to place this second part over here, then this distance will be 0. So I will provide it as 0 and then press enter. Still the status is partially constrained, so it is not fixed in its position still. So once again select coincident, select now this surface and this surface. So it will be, now see here it is fully constrained. So whenever the display messages of the status is fully constrained, then select OK. So that will be complete your 2-part assembly. Now for third part, same procedure, select assemble, call the third part, that is our part C, open it up and provide constraint. So coincident, I am taking this base surface and the base surface of this part. Once again it is displayed partially constrained, so I have to select one more constraint, so it will be on this surface and this surface. Once again it is still partially constrained, so I have to select one more surface, so I will choose this one with this surface. Now the distance between two surfaces is still 112, so it should be 0, so I will give it 0 and enter. Now the status is fully constrained, means the third part is accurately positioned or assembled here. So click in OK. So this is 3-part assembly. Okay, now call for fourth part, assemble part number 4, open. Okay, provide it constraint, that is coincident. I will select base, top surface of the base part and the bottom surface of the last part, that is part D. Still it is not fully constrained here, partially constrained is the message, so continuously providing constraints. So I will select the back of the last part and back of the base part. Here it displays the distance, I will provide it 0. Still it is not fixed, it shows partially constrained, so one more time we have to give coincident. So select coincidence, select this surface of part C and rotate it slightly and select this surface of part D. This will provide distance, make it 0, enter. Now it is fully constrained, so click it as OK. So this will be our assembly of the 4 element which we had already modeled in previous lecture. So this completes the assembly of this model. Thank you very much.